3, 2, 1.
No.
3, 2, 1.
No, this is not how we start.
Oh,
Like, I know
uh,
it's been a while, you know?
yeah, it's been a while. Hey, everyone. It's been a while. And it's been a while. Isn't there like a bad Nickelback song? Sounds like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Is it Nickelback?
I don't know.
It's been a while. Oh, what's that song? You know what? Sometimes what I wish I had? A sidekick.
That new stuff?
No, just a sidekick.
What am I, chopped liver?
No, but a sidekick that could like Google shit on the spot and be like, hey, it's this, it's that. It's been a while. Isn't
Well,
that?
you just gotta be patient, okay? Like, I'm getting my new laptop here this week. At the end of the week, it'll be set up on the weekend, and I'm gonna have 2 monitors, okay?
Okay.
So that I can have notes on one monitor and, like, me on the other, and then I'll have my phone so I can Google stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Just
Well,
gotta be patient.
hopefully it'll inspire you to stop screaming in your microphone when you talk.
So, okay. So we're about to record episode 12
For the second time, yeah.
for the second time, and we'll explain why.
We'll get to that soon.
And this is when you choose to tell me that I scream in the microphone.
You scream, yeah. I heard like no, but I heard like bubbles, like I scream. Scream.
I don't know.
Well, you'll listen to it, you'll see.
So I know we will listen to it and it's
Mhm.
gonna stay in. I know. So, anyways,
Mhm.
so we've done 11 episodes so far,
Yeah, I
and
know.
nothing. You couldn't like let your psychic
Well,
know.
I was a little intimidated by your screams.
Oh,
So I
okay.
felt that it was going to be hard to address it without you hollering back at me.
Okay.
So, but since now the last couple of shows I've gotten uh pretty comfortable with you. So, I feel that I was able to take this leap
Mm-hmm.
into dropping a little subtle joke and hoping that it didn't turn into this and then frustrate you and get you to scream even louder on this show. Because you've been screaming for 12 shows and people have been emailing my
No, for
agent.
11 shows.
Right.
12 we
No,
haven't recorded.
12 because technically we recorded 12. We just haven't released 12 because the 12th episode, we're going to get into that right now,
I
was
don't scream. I listen to it when we edit.
was canned because well, do you want to explain what happened with the first 12th episode, Paryse? Anik. I was going to say Anik again.
Oh my gosh.
Unreal. It's a little cray-cray that I call you Anik.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, I can tell you this. One of my lifelong best friends, her name is Anik.
Hmm.
So there could be a reason why, because her and I have had like, fun, heated discussions like you and I have sometimes, like, when we kind of just push the envelope for nothing. Her and I
Yeah.
have been to many levels of discussion. And she's one of my best friends. And I just, you know, Anik. I mean, we spent so much time hanging out. Anyways, you'll have to meet her. She's really cool. Love her.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anik Manuel. And shout out to your lovely man. Her husband plays the fiddle. He plays the guitar.
Oh, that's awesome.
He sings. He's from the Magdalene Islands.
The what?
Magdalene Islands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's an island. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You seem confused when I said Magdalene Islands.
It just sounded weird.
Oh, I sounded weird, really.
Just yeah, just
Maybe
a
you
little
heard
bit.
it weird. You know that yellow stuff in your ears, it's not gold, you know.
Oh my gosh. Like
Shoppers, Lawtons, PJC. PJC's in the house too when it comes to, cotton swabs. You can get them at dollar store, really.
what is happening?
Frankly, if you need them, I'll bring you some. I want to be there for you, you know?
I don't even know if I want to record episode 12 again.
Well, I'm
I
just
don't know
saying.
about what?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're saying a lot. Maybe we need to tone it down.
Really? We need to tone it down. Did I upset you?
Not yet, but I mean, like, and
You could get there.
I'm sure listeners will agree. I mean, so far, you've told me I scream in the microphone. You commented on a word I said that sounded like there was bubbles. You
Yeah,
called me by a different name,
you'll see.
and you basically told me I had dirty ears and I have to clean. You need to find a sidekick that Googles stuff.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And yes, and before you hit the record button,
right.
told me I hadn't worked out enough today.
Yeah. Well, because you said it. So,
You asked me how many steps I did today,
mm-hmm.
and then you made a comment. I did not say the negative comment on my own. I just stated facts.
Well, it was assumed. It was
And
assumed
we're
that
like,
you were
what?
thinking.
Not even 10 minutes in?
Pretty much.
Right.
That's men and women. We all think differently, right? And we react differently to different things. And I was being intense, aggressive right off the start there. And you had a hard time following me here for the last 6 minutes. You were
I'm
getting a little
good.
fearful and getting a little insulted there, getting a little hurt.
Fearful. See, I don't think that I would say fearful.
No, I didn't mean to say fearful. I meant insulted and upset there. You were getting all riled up there. You were getting worked up.
Well, I
I
didn't know what
was
kind of episode this was going to be.
I was pulling the strings.
See, I think you're just getting back to me for all the times that you said, "Oh, what is it? Throwing Marty under the bus?" You know,
Possibly
maybe,
could be that.
but it's okay. I'm good. I just wanted to know if this was going to be like for the whole episode.
You're good. You're just not great. And here I'm looking for great.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
Wow.
Okay, I'll edit that out.
Just that?
Okay, let's start the show then.
Yeah, let's start the show. Now, we first attempted to record episode 12 on January 14th, which is 11 days ago. And on January 14th, we had to pause the recording 2 or 3 times. And then when we were done for the night, we still weren't done the episode. So then the following evening, we attempted again or to continue, and we're not able to finish. And then night number 3, so there was a lot of, pauses and breaks. And then we tried to put it all together. And after 3 or 4 sessions of editing, we decided to just scrap it all and start over. And Marty, do you want to go over why we had to pause so many times?
Well, because I have a new puppy.
Yes.
And so basically, every time he was, intervening. And the other day I had my daughter here, so I was trying to record the podcast. But then he was with my daughter. Then he'd wake up, and then he'd get all fired up. So she came upstairs because, just to be upstairs with the dog with me. And so I took a break then. And yeah. Anyways, few a few times we were interrupted. So and that's cool. It's just the way that things lined up after when it came
Yeah.
to editing. I think I lost a part of an important part of the podcast, like somewhere somehow in my program. And so I couldn't find it. And I looked for like 2, 3, 4 days. And then I was kept going through the file that I had, which lasted 2.5 hours. So I would kind of listen and try to find that spot, and I could never find it. So I was like,
Mhm.
well, okay, it's not in here. So I got to go search for it. And anyway, I was never able to find it. So at one point I was like, look, Paryse, let's just can this 12th episode that we just basically, that we recorded last week. And that really, I was kind of proud of or happy of all the stories. There was a lot of funny shit in there and whatever. But I was just kind of disappointed. But I just had to say, like, oh, we got to abort and just record a new one. It's not the end of the world. We've got, 50 ish listeners.
Mhm.
So it's easy when we have 50 listeners to skip one week. Much easier than if we had, let's say, 5,000 listeners. Because then, and of course, we want to be consistent, and we want to bring good quality, kind of conversations and fun and good laughs and everything. And I thought that one was kind of a golden one. I hadn't really enjoyed, you know, I really enjoyed recording it. And then when I was listening to some of it, I was really like, I was like, oh man, this is good. But at the end of the day, uh, for the 50 followers that we have, thank you so much for listening, because you guys are consistently listening, because I see it in the stats. And please share, on your social media and whatever. And if you like our show a little bit, whatever, just share it with your friends, share it on Twitter. I guess Twitter is a big deal, so share it on Twitter and tag
Yeah,
us,
absolutely.
overthinking and anxious. Like, we need people to start helping us out here to spread the word a little bit. The few people that listen to us, that actually take in the show, take in the episodes, if you guys really like kind of dig and want us to continue, I'd love for you guys to give us a little helping hand. Anyways, I'm all over the place. I'm excited. And that's why that I'm just fucking rambling on. That's why I'm rambling on, because I'm excited.
And I just want to call out that, you know, when we first attempted episode 12, and I think the reason why, Marty thinks that it's the golden, or it was a golden episode, is because he talked for like 75% of the episode. See, you can't like my laughing and then make fun of it.
I like your laugh, except when there's a certain tone of your laugh that I know you're like, yeah, that one. It's like, I know when
It's
you're
like,
laughing for a good cause and when you're
yeah,
laughing for my cause,
okay.
or for your cause towards me.
But you need to appreciate all my laughs, right?
Yeah, it all comes down to, again, the current theme in this episode, or no, in this podcast, sorry, episode after episode after episode, the current theme remains. It's, Putty's throwing Marty under the bus at
Oh my
least
god.
once or twice a show. Paryse throws me under the bus, and then I mention it because we keep shit honest here. So we talk about real life. We talk about real stuff. Talk about adulting, not adultery, but adulting. Oh, hang on, my puppy's awake. Oh, that's a bad sign. Hi. Sorry about that.
All right, welcome back.
Yeah,
I heard he peed and pooped outside.
yeah.
Was it the first time pooping outside?
No, but he hasn't been doing like both at the same time. Oh, he would poop or he would pee. We'd bring him in, then he'd poop inside. So
Okay.
I bought a like a light that you like an elastic light that you put around your head for the evening for night.
A headlamp or headlight?
Yeah, headlight, headlamp, whatever you want to
Mhm.
call it. Yeah, so now I'm starting to feel like starting to feel like a real deal there. I just find things are getting pretty serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you get a headlamp for your walks, things are getting pretty serious.
Well, there's a couple places that are like really dark, so
Yeah, exactly. I haven't tested them yet because like I wore it the other day there just to like just in case it was gonna be dark, but like I knew it wasn't gonna be that dark. And then like on my way back, I had about 7 minutes of like can't even call that darkness. It was like, but I had it on there.
yeah, I saw one of your TikToks and it was like light out
Yeah, full
and,
light.
and you had your headlamp on. I'm like, what is he doing?
You think he's a minor?
Like, where's your hard hat?
Coal miner's daughter. Yeah, I don't know why I had it on. I think it was just like I felt it was a big purchase, right? It was like I
Right.
never used to go out to places and like purchase something like that for me. Like that's and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna use it and well, I'm gonna try it on my head and see what's up. And maybe it'll be dark by the time I get back, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't really dark enough. So
See, I have one. I've had one for years and I forgot about it until I saw you and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have one like those." I don't know if I'm going to like like wear it. Like I think it's a little intense. I think I'm just going to walk in the dark.
okay, well, there's a lot of people in around here that use them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, like everyone.
So
Everyone.
in
Some people have like red lights on their arm, like bands, and then they have a headlamp on their head.
yeah, I've seen like the bands and I actually saw someone with like a very very neon pink vest on that was like lit up. That was a little like, whoa,
A
but
little
hey,
much.
yeah, just a little. But in her defense, she was running like on the road and it was like dark. So,
Yeah.
but no, I haven't seen a lot of like headlamps, so
Hmm.
or lights or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe I'll dig mine up.
Something I don't understand, putties? I
What's
gotta
that
ask. I
one?
gotta ask you this question because it's something that I don't understand. Because once again, I'm witnessing it tonight. I don't get how certain posts work and others don't. Like, let's say for instance, on Facebook, which is the oldest social media that we
Hmm.
know. I don't understand how I'll post something. For instance, I'm trying to think of an example. Something about my music,
Hmm.
okay, and about an album coming out or about a song coming out or whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that people are ill-intended, but my reactions are very minimal. Like starts with maybe 2, 3 people in the first hour, and then like a couple, 3, 4 people an hour after. And it's like, it's really not a popular, post. And then if I would post like that, how well, let's say, if I would post tomorrow that I had a heart attack tonight,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, it, within within minutes, people would be concerned. Even more so if I would have had a heart attack and I'd be in a coma, and somebody would actually post for me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is Marty's sister. Marty, had a heart attack last night. He's in a coma. And like, then you'd say, then we'd be hitting close to 1,000 of
Mm-hmm.
people reacting. But when I post something positive and something that has to do with something that I'm very passionate about and that I love, which is music, and that I just want to share with people, I get 3 or 4 likes in the first, few hours. And then I end up maybe having 15 or 20. And this is not a bitterness thing. I'm past the bitterness of it, because yes, at first, like when it first started happening way back when I started using social media and understanding and everything, of course, things like that would get to me and I take it personal. Now I don't take it personal. Now I really, I'm just confused. Is it algorithm, or is it that we as humanity don't really give a shit anymore about anybody's success? But if there's something wrong, or if we really have a huge success, oh, then everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants in.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, a lot of people don't know this about me, but a lot of people do. But in the early 2000s, I was a pretty big up and coming concert promoter in the Maritimes here. And my name was rolling around a lot of lips in Nashville and LA and
Mm-hmm.
New York offices of talent agencies for major talent, major artists. We were looking at shows for major shows, a lot of big things, and we did pull off a lot of big things, and we had big moments. And during all those big moments, man, I had so many people knocking at the door, and so many fucking friends, and so many likes, and so many shares, and holy crap, man, people, hey, can you get me in here? Hey, Marty, hey, buddy, hey, brother, brother, brother. How many times I hear fuck, hey, brother, hey, brother? Where's all those fucking brothers? Where's all those sisters? When I'm just trying to like do something that I'm passionate about. And again, I don't know, maybe it's the way that I come about. Um, what do you think? What do you think? I need answers. I'm not one to just sit here and bitch. I want to find a
Yeah.
solution. It's not about a bitching session. I'm trying to find a solution, Paryse.
Yeah. So I don't think it's you at all, because I have similar problems, and I'm not in the music business, and I'm not like, I haven't done anything like really successful, I suppose, but I have the same problem. So every time that I post about, like when I got my new job, or when I posted that I had reached a certain amount of weight loss, I got a bunch of people supporting me and commenting. But as soon as I share, this podcast, for example, or something new that I want to start, I get barely anything. So it's almost as if people are afraid to support or share something that they don't know. But stuff that they know that are big, that are super important, then they're like, "Oh yeah, 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 I'm going to support you."
Or
But
something that, yeah, something that explodes,
yeah.
like a little thing that starts that explodes, which is cool. But if then people are like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
this, you know. But we don't look around at the stuff that it's being created from the ground up. So it's kind of a weird equation.
Mhm. And like, how, like, where do people think that, or how do people think that things explode? Things explode because, we have supporters, we have followers, things like that. So don't be afraid to follow and support small things. We all have to start somewheres.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something that all of this is making me realize is like, maybe I do the same thing too, is always just look at the Joe Rogans of this
Mm,
world and say, oh yeah, fucking right, Joe Rogan.
yeah.
But Joe Rogan started on a very low scale where nobody was listening, and
Hmm.
he just busted his ass to continue to do it. But once he started reaching then everybody, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just a weird phenomenon.
It is, and I think it's like, for us, it's patience. We need to be patient. It'll come. But I think it also shows like who our real supporters are, because those are the people that are there from the beginning.
Yeah, and that even the ones that add on, like the ones that
Hmm.
are
Yeah.
consistently listening or
Yeah.
consistently checking in, and that actually truly enjoy the show, the
Hmm.
episodes that we throw out. I mean, we're just having fun.
Exactly. So you're ready to get started?
Yes.
Normally we do this, like, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes ago.
Hmm. 3, 2, 1, go.
We're not going to do the whole ready thing. Okay. All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 12, take two of Overthinking and Anxious. I'm Paryse,
I'm Marty B. Episode 12, take 2. You said it.
and Marty's on fire tonight.
I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Rally. I'm like a dragon.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if dragons, like,
The word that came to mind. Or of
yeah,
a fireball.
sure.
Okay, okay. What type of fireball are we talking about?
Like, you seem to be roasting me or picking on me.
Okay, that kind of fire, a roasty
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's all
interesting.
good. It's
Yeah,
all good.
yeah, I'm in that mood, putties.
And that's all right.
You're
I
not
can
doing
take it
enough.
and I can give it back.
I mean, you're not doing enough, so
I'm not doing
we
enough.
had to have that discussion, and it's uncomfortable, but we had to have it.
But do you know, like, why I think is because I, like, sometimes get exhausted during the day because I have to maintain like our Facebook page and Instagram and Twitter and TikTok.
Hmm.
So I do a lot during the day because my sidekick is not doing enough during the day.
Right.
So it's all about balance.
You mean your sidekick is busy doing a lot of other things? That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, well, this sidekick also, like, works an 8-hour shift at another job.
Oh, you're trying to tell me you work at that job. Okay.
I do.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know management was such a hard job.
All right, here we go with the roasting again. Like,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah, yeah.
How are things?
Things are good. Um,
The world,
and
the world has calmed itself down a little bit. The heat has been turned down.
yes.
And you were saying
So one of the things that I wanted to
the
talk about,
world has a new president. President JB is in the house,
he is.
the White House, where he will attempt to make changes to better humanity. Better, better humanity. Will he succeed or will he be blocked by the right wing and their fierce rebuttal saying that it is all propaganda bullshit, or will he succeed?
Well, I don't think he can do any worse than Mr. Trump.
You were saying?
Like like when you first asked me how things were going.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to talk about this now, but since we started, so we'll go back to what I was going to say like at some point in time. But we'll talk about what you wanted to talk about. See, I have to adapt differently to this mood you're in tonight.
I'm not in the mood.
You said you were. You're in a I'm going to pick on you and give you a hard time kind of mood.
All right, what do you want? What are we talking about? Let's do this.
We're talking about the new president of the
Mhm.
United States,
Yeah. What do you think?
which he got sworn in on January 20th.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it was amazing. Like it was.
I cried.
Did you watch the whole inauguration?
I watched the whole thing. It was so special. That young lady Gorman, Miss
Amanda?
Miss Gorman.
Hmm.
Wow. I've always loved poetry. I've always loved the African American culture,
Hmm.
the way that they go about with soul and with might and with conviction and with sweetness and tenderness, the way that they do things in the gospel, just the way that they do things in their preaching and in their reciting of poems.
Hmm.
Um, they have soul, they have beauty, they have a way of delivering. And I've always admired that of the African American community. And she is, and she will be something quite special on this earth, that young Amanda Gorman.
Yeah, she did an amazing job. So at 22 years old, she's the youngest inaugural poet. And the poem that she recited was called "The Hill We Climb," and it was moving, and the feelings that you got as you listened to her, just like the way she articulated and the tone that and the volume that she used, like it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my favorite lines from the poem that she read
Yeah,
is, "There is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it."
yeah, yeah. The whole poem, the whole thing, the whole performance, and all the other performances was really just like a peaceful and hopeful
Yeah,
celebration. It gave me hope.
yeah. Because
So
you had J Lo and Lady Gaga who performed, and those are huge performers. And when you watch their shows, it's like over the top, and it's a lot. But Lady Gaga with the national anthem and J Lo with the song that she sung, and I can't remember what's the name of it, but it was just peaceful, and it was almost like sweet.
yeah,
It was amazing. They both did an amazing job.
yeah. Kudos to the new administration for putting together that beautiful celebration,
Yep,
and felt peaceful, and it felt exactly hopeful.
yeah. And the speeches too were on point. I think like Biden's speech was
Mm,
very hopeful as well. He's going to take command and kind of like fix the things that were broken or that are broken. And I think that he's giving
He's
America a
gonna
lot of hope.
he's gonna attempt to fix, but it's gonna be tough
Oh yeah, it's not going to be easy for
because
sure. But
because the right, they're always gonna fight, right?
yeah,
So, anyways, that's unfortunate, but that's enough about politics because politics has been really a source of domination in my spectrum in the last 5 years because of Trump. I find that he took so
mm,
much room in my fucking political watchings because all you seen was how crazy he was being.
yeah,
So it's just good to have a nice little break from politics for a while and just know that things are at least under control.
yeah. And like I feel bad for Biden because like yeah, you're the president of the United States, and that in itself is like, you know, it's going to be hard, but
Yep.
to he's not dealt an easy hand, that's for sure.
No, no, for sure. And of course, it doesn't help that all these politicians and this whole game, of politics has now become a huge source of clickbait for the mainstream news media outlets such as, i.e., CNN and Fox. All of these battles that are going on are often plastered all over the news, and one side bashes the other,
Mhm.
and so everybody on one side is convinced and can't be convinced otherwise, and the other, it's vice versa on the other side, and it's just a
Yeah,
big shit show of a fucking mess, really.
it is. Yeah.
you know and then mainstream media, in that they're just making a shitload of money because they're selling advertisement,
Yeah,
and
and you have to be careful because you get sucked in, right? And a lot of times it's negative stuff because that's what unfortunately kind of like attracts your attention, and you're like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" and like you want to know more, and you want to keep updated, and then you just keep watching and watching. And like before January 20th, like I found myself watching the news more than I had ever watched the news before. Like I would get up in the morning and like put CNN on just to see like if something had happened overnight. And then
Mhm.
I would like go to work and then like check in on my breaks, and then work was done and I would watch at night, and it was like consuming so much of my time. And when you look at it, it was so negative, but even though it wasn't directly impacting me, it still has an impact on your mood and kind of like how you go about in your day because of everything that's going on in the world, and you know that it could happen anywhere. But
Yep. Yeah.
mm,
Well, for me, it started back in 1990, 91, with
yeah,
the Gulf War out in Iraq, and CNN started reporting on the spot, and it was intense, man. It was fucking crazy, and I was like, what, 14, I think, at the time, and just seeing all these images of, like, you know on the ground there, like the reporters were on the ground and showing live just
wow,
gunshots and fucking missiles, and you're 14 or 15 years old and you're watching that at night and just kind of glued to the TV. You can't shut it down at that point, so you're going to bed too late, then you're waking up the next morning to go to school. You're tired,
yeah,
and it's all you have in your mind is what has played in your mind, and you basically have slept and dreamt about that all night, and then the morning of, you're thinking about that, and and by this time, when I'm watching this in 1991, there's no social media there's so nobody's talking about it, like, other than the few people that have seen it. And anyways, you just get wrapped in and addicted, and that started with CNN back when I was watching that in the Gulf War in 1991, and they all have all that they have done since then is polish their craft. And by
yeah,
polishing their craft, I don't mean polish their skills of journalism. I mean polishing the craft of making money. And it's fucking gross because it's leading people the wrong way. It's brainwashing people. And those people that work at CNN, not all of them are bad people. Their intentions are surely not to do this. I don't
Hmm.
understand why and how they can just control people that way and do it out of greed. They are brainwashing people and loading their pockets with money
Right.
by feeding people bullshit news. In other
Mm.
words, it's
And
bullshit
sometimes
news.
and sometimes they're vague with how they say things
Hmm.
to leave people to speculate and start things.
Yep.
So you mentioned something about not having social media, back in 1991. So you only had what was on CNN on the TV, but sometimes I almost feel that it's better because when you go on social media, there's so much speculation, so much rumors that are being started from people who don't even have any idea what they're talking about, don't have any access to the actual facts, and are talking like they know everything. So sometimes not having the social media aspect of it is maybe better.
I couldn't agree more.
Mm.
And it's frustrating because we all get wrapped in.
Oh yeah, totally.
And CNN has, when I talk CNN, I mean mainstream media, but CNN in my case, because that's the one that I have on my cable box. I don't have Fox News. I know Fox News is exactly the same thing, just on the opposite side, right
Mhm.
wing. Trust me, I've watched enough YouTube videos of the bullshit that Hannity and all the others on Fox News talk about. Trust me, I know that it's just as much bullshit, if not more, on the other side. But CNN is a lot of bullshit too.
Yeah.
And drama. Like Don Lemon has gotta go.
But drama sells though. Drama sells. That's how you get
Well,
people
that's the
involved.
sad part about,
Yeah.
and that's why I can almost, well, no, that's why I agree with Donald Trump when he said that they are fake news. They are fake news. They cannot say that they are real news. Sometimes they give you real news, yes,
Mhm.
but in most cases, they are over dramatized and adding and faking it to make it, fake it to make it, fake it to make it look good.
Yeah,
Whether the story is there or not, fake it and make it look good.
and when you say things in a way that leave people enough room to make their own assumptions, that's not good either. And you're kind of doing that on purpose to
Yeah,
make people talk and get people involved.
exactly. Yeah. And I'll tell you honestly, God's honest truth, Don Lemon, I don't know who, I don't know who, who, what type of person likes that type of journalist
Yeah.
or news anchor. The guy's a fucking moron.
I had never really watched him on CNN until I got sucked into the whole like elections in the States and whatnot. It's really when I saw him because I was watching CNN like, there was no tomorrow. And I could not handle him. Like
Oh,
I would get so frustrated and I'm like just baffled. Baffled. I don't know.
no, he's horrible. He's
Yeah.
absolutely horrible. And I can't even believe that some people enjoy that and that some people like that and that he still has a job.
Mm.
I'm blown away. I'm blown away. because he's over dramatic and he just
He is.
sucks. He just
It's
sucks. He's not even a good fucking host. He's condescending.
mm,
He's ignorant. He's arrogant. He's a fucking idiot. And he's just a prick too. Like because like just the way that he would treat Donald Trump. Like who the fuck is he? In front of America to treat Donald Trump the way that he treated Donald Trump.
like
Like who is
it's
he?
not necessary.
It's
Like
not.
some of the stuff that he said was very accurate, don't get me wrong, and I probably like I thought it, but there's a way to say things and the way he said it was not okay.
Ego driven, money driven, fucking acting bullshit drama. And I'm not buying it. Sorry. Got fired up. Fucking
It,
Don Lemon fired me up. It's
it's
not
all right.
necessary. It's not necessary to do everything that he does, to go as far as he does, to
Hmm.
say the things that he does. He's a fucking moron. They should fire him. They should get rid of him. There. At least I said it's off my chest. It's good to have a platform to at least be able to, like, who gives a shit? Nobody's going to hear it, but seriously, like, it feels good.
Well, yeah, you need to let those things out, right?
It feels so great.
Yeah.
It's been building up for the last 2 years, Don Lemon.
Mhm.
And you see, I'm not aggressive there. I don't want to fucking beat him up or anything. I just think that he's bad. He's
Yeah.
gotta do a full ego check. And if he would change and stay on CNN,
Hmm.
I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
love the guy. I know he's committed to the cause, and
Mhm.
I know, but he's fucking too much, man.
Yeah. He's not humble at all.
He's not humble. He's not authentic. He's not genuine. He's got plastic fucking surgery up the yin yang. Like every fucking thing about him is fake. Everything about him is getting faker and faker and faker. Come on.
Yeah.
Just be fucking real. Why are you so goddamn fake?
Yeah. He's like a
Deal with it,
bully.
bro.
He's a
He is,
bully.
man. He's like a reverse bully and extremely condescending. And I believe that he's a Democrat. I strongly believe he is. Don't quote me. He might be a Republican, but I'm pretty sure he's a Democrat.
And sorry, your sidekick is not able to Google at the moment, so she's not doing her job.
But basically, being a Democrat, I don't agree whatsoever with his frame of mind, democratism, because that to me is democratism at the extent of wanting to pick the others and antagonize the others
Mm,
and rub it in their face
yeah.
and just be condescending and fucking mock. That's not how you solve. That's not how you find solutions. It surely isn't how you report as a news
Exactly.
anchor and a journalist. So
Yeah. You almost like you so first you're saying first you're delivering news in a way that leave people to make their own stories, and you're delivering it in a way that causes people to be frustrated with you because a lot of people will agree. So then you go on social media and it gets the people who talk that shouldn't so fired up, and just the way that people are saying stuff on social media, it kind of mimics what he does on CNN. So there's negativity everywhere.
they're paying him big bucks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I know that probably like old grandmothers like 70 and up probably love him, most likely. And
Yeah.
that might be the demographic that mostly listens to CNN on a sort of 24-hour basis because they're
Maybe.
retired and they're home and they're watching the news.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is that they're keeping Don Lemon there, but as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure they look at all the aspects, the ratings, everything. So
Yeah.
just be humble.
Yeah.
Just be humble, be authentic, and stop faking your way through it. it's clearly visible and it's annoying and it's disappointing, quite frankly, because a lot of us believe in you, still believe in you. But I don't know why he's acting that way.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, anyway, anyway.
So I
If
I've been reading a lot of like random facts lately.
you've been reading random facts, you've been reading random facts, you've been reading random facts. Hey,
Hey, and we were talking about color and we were talking about, Donald Trump and how like people always make reference to the color of his skin because it's a
yes,
little orange.
yes,
And by a little I mean a lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I was reading this fact,
Huh.
and apparently if you eat about 3 big carrots every day for a couple of weeks, it increases the beta carotene in your blood and can actually turn your skin orange. So maybe that's the thing. Maybe he just
Maybe.
eats a lot of carrots.
I know he eats a lot of Big Macs.
But yeah?
Yeah.
How do you
Is,
know that?
is there carrots in Big Macs?
I don't
Hmm.
think so unless
No,
they have them differently in the States.
no, no, I don't think so. How do I know that? Well, it's a popular fact that the president, well, the now ex-president, enjoyed his McDonald's and Big
See,
Macs especially.
that's like it represents how much I don't normally follow the news or what's going on unless there's big events because I don't know like little details like that because I don't follow it.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
but yeah. But yeah, a little fun fact.
yeah. I've been thinking about getting rid of my cable, uh, and just keeping the internet or finding an internet provider. It's all this stuff is so expensive. It's crazy.
It is. I was supposed to get rid of my cable in December and I still have it,
Hmm.
but I think it's because of the NHL. Like I've been watching it like crazy and I don't feel like I can't not have cable and not watch the NHL. I don't know.
Hmm. But I wish that you could have the box and just say, okay, all I want is the NHL package.
Right.
How much is that going to cost me? Well, you're
Exactly.
going to have to get it. No, 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 no. All I want is the NHL. I don't want nothing else.
Hmm.
Well, sir, you won't be able to watch anything during the day when there's no games on. That's okay. Will there be Netflix on that box? Yep. That's perfect. You're making it even more enjoyable for me.
Exactly. Because
You
that's
know?
literally all I watch is Netflix and NHL. And then I obviously had been watching some of the news, but I'm okay with not. But
Mhm.
it's so expensive just to have that.
It is. I keep wrapping my brain around it and I can't justify it. A couple $100 a month for cable and internet, you know.
Yeah, but the problem is like because I had called, it's about a $40 to $50 difference
Hmm.
if you remove internet. Or
Yeah.
if sorry, if you remove cable.
Yeah.
So just the internet alone
This is like
is like,
90, $100 or
yeah, it's
$110.
expensive.
Yeah. They have us by the nutsack. iPhone this, Android that. Bet me the best skin and met the bing down. Every year's a new phone. Every year's a better phone. Better, nicer, bigger. Oh, it's so good. Have your sex with your phone. Have sleep with your phone. Fucking be with your phone. You're in your whole life. Get married to your phone. Here you go. Android, Apple. Here we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a little intense there, but you know, I think we get the where you were trying to go with your story.
I got
So
inspired. Sorry.
you got inspired. That's good.
Yeah,
Good.
that was
So
inspiration.
speaking of news ish,
Okay.
now this has been going on Facebook on CTV News. So I am not jinxing anything, but the oldest man in Canada
Mm-hmm.
is going to be celebrating his 110th birthday on January 30th.
30th.
Yeah, which is in like 5 days.
5 days.
And he's actually from New Brunswick.
Do you realize that there's a good chance you just cursed it?
Will you stop it? No, because it's been on the internet for like weeks now because people have been talking about it. So I don't think that me saying it on our podcast is going to jinx it.
When I said 40 to 50 listeners early, it was code for 40 to 50,000 listeners. And perhaps he's going to hear this and it's going to be reported, or his daughter or son's going to hear it and they're going to talk to him about it and say, "Hey, this girl was talking about you on the pod." He's going to be so surprised to be on such a popular podcast that he's going to have a heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
And also at the same time die of COVID. All that in the next 5 days.
Yeah, yeah. Think we're good.
You just cursed him. No, that's cool.
It is. But he's from Beaver Harbor, which
Ooh, beaver.
like oh
Me
my god.
likey, me likey, me likey Beaver Harbor. Me likey me likey Beaver Harbor.
Oh my god, you're so
Me
weird.
likey Beaver Harbor. I'm gonna go to Beaver Harbor and get me a lady. You're gonna have to trim it down and be sexy. Little trim here, little trim there. We'll cut the beard and we'll get their hair. Hey, oh, come on, hey, beaver ladies.
Oh goodness.
That's what goes
Anyways,
on in New Brunswick here at Brown. Okay.
are you done? Are
Yeah.
we good? You're done. Okay.
Can you tell I miss performing in concerts?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I think it's a withdrawal of everything, right? Like the concerts and like actually recording a podcast from start to finish, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yep.
But anyways, talking about this guy again. So his
He's not just a guy. Like I wouldn't name him like the guy. This you should at least give him the respect of calling him this man, this gentleman, this older gentleman.
okay.
Okay.
So Mr. Hawkins,
Hawkins.
yes. So well, his grandmother lived to be 107 and he worked on boats. I'm not sure if he was like a fisherman, but they were talking about like how he's always worked on the water and he swears by a fish and potato diet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll be good with I'll be good for a long time with my fish and potatoes.
Yeah, I think me too. I mean, I'm not sure if I want to live until 110, but
I'm definitely not making it there anyways. I think I'm dying tonight, so
oh my gosh. Every episode for the last what 2 or 3 now, you've been like dying of
well,
something.
COVID's done now and
How's the lime?
the limes are tout fini, they're all gone. I had a sciatic nerve issue,
Yeah.
but that's been fixed too. I had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but the latest is the heart palpitations. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Probably gonna be dying tonight, most likely.
Oh my
And
gosh.
if I
So
do,
much.
well, hey, I love y'all, and especially my kids. And hey, I hope you guys Just keep being yourselves, man, and remember the roots. You know what I'm saying?
But
You're
anyways,
on your own.
yeah, I know.
Not always.
Not always,
No.
but tonight it feels different.
Really?
I'm like this like piece of like like liver that you just like push in your plate to pretend, I'm just like chopped liver tonight.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm not
No.
doing my job properly. Like
You
I'm
know I'm
not like
teasing.
I know.
Did I pick the wrong week there to tease you? Sorry.
No. I don't like okay. So all right. I was not planning on talking about this, but you just
Okay.
opened that door.
Okay.
So I am not one of those typical girls
Right.
that like
Okay.
has a time of the month
Right.
where like I become this like
Yep.
beast
Monster.
monster.
Okay.
Like, okay, it happens, it's natural. You just got to deal with it differently. It doesn't mean that you have to like be mean and like be cranky. You just deal with the new symptoms that you have for a period of time. And
Period.
I know I didn't even do that on purpose. Look at me go.
Oh shoot. Whoa,
But
whoa, 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 whoa. Don't
anyway,
choke there. Don't choke. Keep it
yeah, maybe
together.
I'm the one dying tonight.
Yeah, maybe. Or have to dial 911 there. Can't go there. It's the red here.
Oh, you would actually dial 911 this time because last time we had this conversation, I can't remember which episode. You hesitated, like you didn't know what to do, other than just that you couldn't come to my rescue.
Well, I'd probably start by calling 611 to change my cable plan and everything. Because like we
Okay,
were talking earlier.
nice.
Then I'd call 811, make sure I don't have COVID.
Yeah,
And then I'd probably call 411 to find out what the phone number is to for emergencies.
yeah,
And then they tell me it's 911. And then
nice.
I call 911. By that time, chances are, whew, it's
I'd be
getting
long
fucked.
gone.
It's getting pretty late. I don't even know what we're talking about.
We were talking
No, I know
about,
what we're talking about, but I mean, I don't know what all that was.
I don't know.
It was kind of
Do we
funny.
need a reason to just randomly talk about
Not at
stuff?
all. Not at all. Not at all. At all.
No.
All.
But you did ask me if you had picked the wrong week to pick on me.
I did, and I
Yeah.
didn't, and you did, and you said I didn't, and you were good. All right, cool. No
And
need
then
to
you
more
open a can of
information.
worms.
Yeah, no need for any more information.
All right. So before we get into what I wanted to get into, I'm like I was distracted a little bit there. So because we were talking about cable TV and then we were talking about fish diet or whatever. So you know how like there's a fireplace channel?
Yeah,
There's an aquarium channel.
yeah.
I didn't know that. That's how much I don't watch TV.
Okay.
So I moved my office from one of the rooms that I had turned into an office into the living room, and then I started putting that as my on the TV. So I have like literally I have an aquarium in like my makeshift office.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry, just a
Okay.
rant.
Next.
Whatever.
Well, I guess we could say that. Whatever.
All right, all right. Sorry, I'm just gonna say one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been on all day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because like why I got so distracted is because there's these two fish that are completely different that I hadn't noticed all day. Like they just magically showed up.
Okay.
Anyways, let's move on.
So there's new fish that are joining.
Well, I don't know if they're joining or they were just hiding, or maybe they come out, at a certain time of day, or like they just like swimming more in the background in the corals and stuff. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways, enough of
Mm.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whatever. So, have we had one or two episodes since Christmas? Just one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, on the episode after the holidays, you had talked about how you had done well over the holidays and even lost weight. And then I had talked about how I kind of like indulge more in certain foods that I'm not used to, but I still try to, be under calorie deficit. So I guess during this episode, now that we're literally like a month after Christmas, I just wanted to go into like where we're at and like how it's been, because I know for me, it's been a struggle. And I want to use this platform to kind of tell you and people that are listening on why it's been a struggle and how it's been a struggle and kind of like where I'm at today.
Well, go right ahead. I'm interested to hearing all about that.
So I think that the change in food consumption probably started like the week before Christmas, because you have like we had a virtual staff party at work and stuff like that. And I know for me, like my family, we had like smaller gatherings, and we had like a couple of them. So I think I had like three or four. So I didn't gain weight right after the holidays, but I think because I had changed my food habits. Sorry, I can't even. What are you doing?
Sorry.
Full on distraction. I can't believe I didn't notice until now. Okay. So even after the holidays, I found myself eating foods that I didn't eat before, whether they were higher in sodium or just higher in calories. And it didn't allow me enough calories at the end of the day to have the snacks that I need. So, in a 2.5, 3 week period, I gained 4 pounds. So, I had posted on social media back in November that I had gone under the 200, made a big deal out of it. And then I kept losing weight and I made it down to 192. And that was like almost a week and a half or two before Christmas. And then after the holidays and the couple weeks following, I found myself to gain 4 pounds at 196. And I struggled. I struggled to, I don't know, like change my mindset, because I was also dealing with the winter blues. The fact that we are toggling from phase yellow, orange, red, and whatever. And just like the mental aspect of it, I was disappointed in myself for having gained 4 pounds. And I've been there before where I've lost weight, not this much weight, but I had lost weight before, and then something happened and I gained it all back and then some. So I was kind of like, oh my gosh, is this it? Like, is this where I'm going to go back? But something happened, which I think it's because I'm not in the same mental state that I was years ago. I was able to get back at it and kind of refocus and rethink of why I started in the first place and what it's going to mean to reach my weight loss goal on this health journey that I'm on. So, all that to say that over the last 2 weeks, where I've kind of like increased my exercise to where it should have been months ago, and I kind of like readjusted my nutrition. As of this morning, I'm at 192 again.
Yay! Good job, girl.
Thanks.
That's
It
good news.
happens though.
It does. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Especially when we in the vulnerable moments that we've always been vulnerable.
Mhm.
And even in the vulnerable moments that we were vulnerable, you even probably did better than you've ever done during those holidays and everything. But still, I know it's a struggle. It's not easy, and it happens for sure.
Yeah. And
A
I think that
lifestyle. It's a lifestyle,
it is.
and we're still learning this
Mhm.
lifestyle. This is a lifestyle that I want.
Yeah.
This is a lifestyle that I want to live, and then I want to live for myself. I don't want to just go for walks until I reach and then I'm going to start eating chocolate bars again, and
Yeah.
chips, and change my whole life again. I want to continue to walk because it's good. It's good for my
Mhm.
lungs. It's good for my soul. It's good for mental health. I hope one day that I can walk with somebody else. You know what I mean? And do things together with a partner and whatnot. But for now, I'm focused on that lifestyle, and consistency is better than perfection. And I've said it so many times since March of last year.
Yeah.
Consistency is better than perfection. And even if you slide, even if you struggle, you come back to it. Consistency is better than perfection. So even if you slip and slide for a couple days, if you come back, it just means that your consistency is still there and you're going to continue, and it's better than perfection. So you're not going to have perfect life. So you still go and work and walk. If you eat a Big Mac or two or three in the fucking one night on a binge, been there, done that so many times. You get up the next day, you still go for your fucking walk. You still go for your walk, and then you start your MyFitnessPal again, counting your calories, and you just start all over again. Because
Yeah.
consistency will beat perfection. You can't be perfect.
No, you can't. And like, I cannot say this enough. I can't because I've been here so many times. But had I not focused on my mental health before, I think I would have fallen back and I would have like, I don't know, gained the weight back and binge ate every night because I've done that before. I've been there. And what's different is my mindset. And I,
Exactly. I was That's exactly what I was going to add. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but
It's okay.
mindset is the key. Mental
Mhm.
strength and mindset are the key. Once you get a taste of it, once you get a taste of that mindset, you can always
Mhm.
refer back to it, and you can always come back to it. It's easy to feel pity for yourself
Yeah.
and revert back to the old you.
And
And
you
then
have to
you
love yourself.
and then you start looking in the mirror day after day after day of not doing stuff, and noticing the little changes again, and noticing that, oh fuck, this, that, you know what I mean? And you weep and wallow.
Mhm.
I don't even know if that's fucking words, but you just, you know, until it just brings you down and kind of out of the fight.
Yeah.
If your mindset's dialed in, boom.
And do you know what I did today?
What?
Which is really weird. And I don't know if today was just like a sign or So there's a couple things that happened differently. So one, my son came home from school today, and when I told him I was going on my walk, which I normally do, he said, "I'm going to go with you." I didn't ask him to come with me, which if I do ask him, he'll come, but I didn't ask him. He just decided to come on the walk with me. He also asked me about the shirt I was wearing. And he's like, "I've never seen you wear that shirt before." And I'm like, "No, I've had it. I've had it for a while, but I just haven't worn it in a while." So today, for whatever reason, after I weighed myself and I went to get dressed, I put on a shirt that w- fit me or was tight when I was at my biggest. And I wore it all day because I wanted to remember, like, because every time I walk past the mirror, I see how massive this shirt is on me. And it reminds me of all the work that I've done.
That's a great exercise to do. It's very cool.
And like when I put it on this morning, though, I don't think that I thought about that. I didn't think about what it was going to mean. But every time that I, went to the washroom and saw myself in the mirror, or went in my bedroom and walked past my stand-up mirror, like that's what I noticed of the progress and how much I've changed.
That's awesome.
Like my shirt is 3 whole sizes smaller than what it was back in May.
Insane.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And it made me think too about I need to, so I have a tendency when clothes get too big, I put them in bags and I want to donate them because I want to get rid of them. It's kind of like my no, I'm never going back to that size. Before, I would keep them just in case. I already had it in my head that I was going to fail. But this time I'm like, no, I'm going to get rid of it. But putting this shirt on, it made me realize that I want to keep at least one shirt and one pair of pants of my biggest size so
Right.
that when I am at my goal weight that I can do the whole typical like get into my big clothes or do a comparison because I want to be able to live that moment.
Yeah, I agree with you. You should keep one pair at least.
Yeah, yeah. So I need to go in those bags, get the one pair, and then go to a donation bin.
Well, things are moving forward. That's good, and for myself, I think I've been doing very well. I'm losing weight, so doing something right.
Yeah, yeah. You've been doing really well, even like through the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, I had a after the holidays, I really had a struggle. I had a struggle for a solid week and a half.
It's
I
weird
mean,
that you had it like
after.
like afterwards though.
Yeah, I think I was like so celebratory of the
Mm,
fact that I didn't eat, you know, like a pig during the
mm.
holidays that I decided that it was okay to order that and eat that whole 12-inch pizza to myself.
And what else did you eat again? The lasagna?
Yeah, plus a lasagna.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
But like honestly, I had a few moments over the holidays where I ate way too much food, but the feelings, like the physical feeling that it gave me afterwards, it wasn't worth it. Like nobody cooks that well.
No, no, no. We ordered Chinese food one night, my parents and I looked at my parents after and I said, mark my word, that's the last time I eat Chinese food for a long time.
Mm.
I said, I don't know if it's because I changed the way that I eat a bit cleaner and that I eat less and, not whatever, but that wasn't good at all.
But food, like the bad, and I don't like labeling food as good or bad, but like the unhealthier foods or the foods that we indulge in for our binging, they taste different,
Yeah.
like totally different. So I don't know if it's like our taste buds that have evolved through this, eating better, but
I don't know. I still like my Big Mac.
oh yes, with extra, extra, extra pickle for me, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I still enjoy a Big Mac once in a while.
Don't get me wrong, there's still some of the foods that I love to indulge in that are taste amazing. But what I'm saying is that there is some that just taste disgusting to me now.
Yeah. Well, for me, Chinese food the other night, it tasted like butter. All it tastes like was
Mm.
butter, butter, and butter. And it was like mushy and butter. And it's like grease and butter.
Yeah, but you've like
And I
deep
cut out all
freeze.
my butter a
Well,
lot.
exactly. So you're not used to eating butter anymore. So
Hmm.
like give you a plate with like clearly something that's like cooked in way too much butter and grease. Yeah,
Hmm.
you're gonna feel it like
Yeah.
it almost like coats your tongue.
Yeah. I literally cook with dill pickle juice for my fish.
Yeah.
And the only time I add butter or uh okay, so when I add butter is when I cook the shrimp. I add butter and onions, and then once in a while I'm gonna if I'm gonna add onions, once in a while I'll use oil, but okay, so out of 10 times I'll use oil once or twice. So
Hmm.
and then every time I'm like, well, why the fuck am I using oil? But I just ran out of pickle juice or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm going the alternate way, another way to fry my onions. And anyway,
Hmm. Yeah,
all
definitely
that to
found
say,
alternatives.
that I have found that it number one gives great taste to the fish,
Hmm.
that dill taste, and then it saves me from using butter or spraying or using oil. That was a long story short, or a short story long.
That's very Marty typical though. So
Oh, okay. So this is the moment of the episode that we decide that we're going to throw Marty under the bus. All right.
I'm sorry, like
Wait, I'm just going to mute. I'm going to let you talk, but I'm just going to mute myself here. Hang on, wait. All right, go.
he really muted himself. That's awesome. I'm sorry, but like when you've known me for a while now, when did you ever think that I was like not gonna call you out on something? It doesn't matter. You've just been like picking on me all episode. And you thought tonight was gonna be the night that I like didn't say anything. You may speak now. No. Okay, I'm getting the silent treatment, guys. Cool. Oh, I'm getting the hand. Talk to the hand. Oh my gosh, he turned his video off. Wow. Well, I guess I hit a nerve, guys. You know, did I pick the wrong week? I hear that, men also have kind of like a time of the month. Is it like this week?
Maybe it is.
Okay.
What's it to you?
Maybe you should like let it not affect you as much. You just need to deal with the symptoms
The
differently.
what? The Simpsons?
The symptoms.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I thought you were heading towards The Simpsons, but I guess I was wrong.
No, you were right. I made a mistake that you called me out for, as usual. So, other than Gally the puppy, did you want to talk a little bit about what's been keeping you busy? Because I know when we originally tried to record episode 12, we talked about your upcoming first solo album.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so excited about this. I'm filled right now. I'm filled with excitement and joy, um, and also focus. I'm really focusing on the things that I need to get done to make sure that this all works out. I'm putting my heart, all heart, into it, and really feel as if the first 5 songs that we cut are already something solid for the album. And so I'm really looking forward to getting those songs out to radio, getting some reactions, getting the EP out so people can listen to it, and then completing the album, you know, in the fall. So super excited. And it's been going, even though we're in the middle of a pandemic, uh, we were able to work things out. We had a Zoom session this morning, a Zoom meeting to like talk about the roadmaps of each song and this and that and the other thing. And so it's really it's moving forward. We're getting things done.
Yeah,
It's
that's awesome.
it's a French album,
Hmm.
and that's my market. And it's my first solo album. I did release an album under a band name, which I had written, let's say, about 80% of the album. But this is the first solo album in French under Marty B. So super excited. I don't know what else is there to say, Paryse. Which is your favorite so far? Do you have one?
A favorite song? Absolutely.
You
Je
do?
recommence, hands
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
Hands down.
Okay.
I mean, they're all good. And I mean, some of them there's still lyrics to be added to them,
Mm-hmm.
but Je recommence, which is starting over in English. I mean, the emotion that is in the song itself, not just the lyrics, is just amazing. I cannot hear enough of it, and I can't wait for it to all be like completed. All the instruments, all the vocals, the harmonies, and everything.
Yeah.
And you
Me too.
sing that song. You sing that song differently. So I've listened to all 5 songs quite a few times now, and the way that you sing Je recommence is different. You have a different feel to it. It's like it speaks to you differently.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have a Facebook page.
Yes, I do. Marty B. Simple. You know that song that you're talking about, starting over, Je
Hmm.
recommence.
Yeah.
Uh, what that song, what inspired that song was the fact that I've often felt in the local, regional, provincial French music market that we have here, that I never really had my spot yet, that I'd never really have earned and have owned a spot yet in that market. And so that song for me was like inspired by the fact that I was frustrated at that for a long time. But since then, have had a couple years here where I don't know, I might have gained some wisdom, maybe. Let's say it that way, but I've definitely learned some things, which in turn, I guess, therefore gained wisdom on on certain things, and just realized that I need to just continue working to earn a spot, and to prove that my intentions are coming in peace and in joy, with an open heart, an open soul, and just wanting to promote um, our province, promote our country, promote our language, promote the Acadian dialect called Shiak, um, a little bit of everything, and at the same time give a little piece of my heart and soul in these songs with that kind of bluesy approach. And so what I'm saying, and the reason that I'm taking the time to explain that song, is that when I started with the idea, it was because of a frustration that I had been living for a few years. But the song turned into a celebration of realizing that the frustration had to go, and that I had to simply just keep working
Yeah.
and creating and renew myself and humble myself and continue to just grow. um Not that I had an ego, just I often felt that I was being over, and maybe I was being overlooked. But just keep working, and and show people through your music that hey, you got to reset here, and you come in with goodwill, and you never, you know you've always been around, and you just want to step it up a bit here and give a better product and a nice message of hope.
And I think that a lot of people are going to be able to feel that song for themselves as well, because it's about, feeling that you are not being seen, and kind of like just saying, yeah, I may have made mistakes or did wrongs or whatever the case is, but I'm here, I'm still here, and I'm ready for you guys to listen,
Hmm.
and I just want you guys to see who I am now.
Yep, yep. For those who might have heard a pop in the audio, I have just realized an hour and some into our podcast shooting that I wanted to try a new function tonight, which was turn on the original sound in this Zoom session to see if it was better or worse. So, but I wanted to do it way earlier, but I had forgotten. So, you might hear, the audio in different, better or worse, but it's something I want to try. I've been toying around with the audio, and trying some new things on continuing to try to improve and keep the quality at a good level.
And lower my volume somehow.
No, we just want to lower your voice, your tone, your the rage, the internal
The
rage.
rage.
We want to calm the internal rage.
Yeah, with all of the laughing that I'm doing, I'm such like I like, oh man, I rage all the time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I love to tease you, you know it.
I know, and I like to react to the teasing,
Hmm.
and then I like to give it back. So
Hmm.
there you go.
Which I call throwing me under the bus, but
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
I'm gonna continue calling it throwing under the bus. Hey, you know what?
What's that?
I have discovered a new book today that I want to buy and that I am going to buy.
Okay, what is it?
It is, I knew it existed, and I just never bought it, and I should have. But it's called Playing with Fire.
I've heard that before.
It's the story of Theo Fleury, the hockey player. And I was watching a book review on a sports channel about sports books. So that's a book I want to read, and the number one book is a book that I had already read. So
Okay.
yeah.
Now I feel like that I haven't heard about it, but I feel like I've heard that title before somewhere.
Okay. Well, Theo Fleury was an NHL hockey player. He played with the Calgary Flames for many years. He played the Olympic. He won an Olympic gold, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Theo won the cup one time with Calgary, but I may be wrong. He's a Hall of Famer, should be. If he isn't, he should be. Let's see now, because I was
So
talking out
what
of my ass here.
so what's the book about though?
It's about the struggles that he faced with. He was abused
Okay.
when he was a younger guy. He was abused in hockey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then yeah, it fucked him up, and so it's the whole that whole story plus what led to drug and alcohol abuse and just really
Wow.
really sleazy partying and you know what I mean life
Right.
where he is today, you know, clean, sober, and now an advocate, you know, for mental
Mhm.
health and an advocate for addiction and
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, you got to give it to him, you know. He went along. He had a long fucking way, like unreal. He played over 1,000 games.
What period of time?
Awards. There we go. I wanted to see if he won a cup. Yeah, Stanley Cup champion, 1989. I mean, he's won Player of the Year in Elite Ice Hockey, the Molson Cup, Calgary Flames. Anyway, all kinds. Bobby
How,
Clark Trophy.
how many years did he play the NHL?
Oh, he played 1,000 games, 1989 to 2003.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how old he was when he stopped?
No,
No, okay.
probably 35, 36.
Okay.
He was a feisty forward, man.
Hmm.
Goal scoring, feisty forward with he couldn't stop. He was just a fireball, firecracker. Yeah.
Okay.
And talented. So, but anyways, yeah, he went through a lot. So, and it came recommended there on that show, and I'm like, oh, I want to read that book. Like, so I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it, and when I go for my walks, I'm gonna start listening to it.
Right.
Although I've been listening to a couple of pretty damn good podcast episodes with Joe Rogan, I must say. Tulsi Gabbard, she had run for president for the Democratic Party. She wanted to run for the presidency. She ended up opting out of the race, being pushed out of the race, and really, really interesting episode.
Okay.
And I also listened to an episode with a guy who witnessed and was abducted by aliens for 5 days.
Yes, you were telling me about that episode, but we didn't get into it because it was like really late.
It was an interesting show. The guy was a little bit odd, but hey, you would be odd as well if you had been abducted by aliens. And this guy was abducted by aliens in front of 6 other people who had witnessed this, and 5 days later was returned.
And you were saying that the aliens didn't do anything to him, like to harm him, right?
No, they didn't harm him. It was more of wanting to restore what had damage had been done by the rays of light of the craft that blew him back when the rays there was like such a powerful electric light whatever that was it blew him back and it's like it knocked him out so
Like a
he
force?
yeah like a force yeah exactly like an energy
Mm-hmm.
that kind of just knocked him out. And they, to him, it was more like they wanted to just make sure to correct the things that had been damaged by their being there, by
Okay.
them being there. So
Hmm.
you know what I mean?
That's
Because
interesting.
but he was gone 5 days.
Wow.
But hey, man, that's fucking weird. Anyway, Travis Walton, that's his name, and he was on Joe Rogan just recently. And you guys, I mean, you can find him now on Spotify. That's where you can find him, Joe Rogan. because he used to be available on YouTube, but he's no longer. He's on Spotify, but you can get the video on Spotify. It's really cool, really great. And hey, I guess I'm doing a plug for Spotify
Yeah.
and for Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan needs a plug by a guy like us, people like us.
A guy like us.
Yeah.
And it continues, guys.
Oh, I'm so awesome.
Yeah. Not quite the word I was, gonna use, but okay. We'll go with that.
You know, I was I don't do you mind if I change the subject?
No, go ahead. I was done.
Um
And when has that ever stopped you?
Dude, I'm just trying to be respectful, man.
Oh, okay. As of what, 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, I mean, as I'm always am. I'm a gentleman. Respect.
Okay.
Respect.
Yeah.
RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. RESPECT. D D D D boo boo. Woo!
Wow. All right. So, anyways, what do you want to talk about, Marty?
Respect. I want respect. I got no respect around here. What's going on?
You get respect when respect is earned. And with all the picking you've been doing on me tonight, I mean, maybe next episode.
Where the respect at? All right. What was I saying? What was I doing?
You wanted to change the subject. You might want to remember because I'm going to start talking about the aquarium again here soon. There's like these two little like shrimps. They're like vividly red. They're so cute. Anyways.
Wow.
Right?
Right. Vividly red.
Yeah.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to wear your body through the night. Roxanne, you don't have to wear that dress tonight. Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right. Roxanne, you don't have to put on a red light. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne, put on the red light. Put on the red light. Put on the red light. Oh, I know it's I knew you. I wanna get down to you. Told you once, I won't tell you again. Roxanne, you don't have to put on red light. All right.
This is not on your new album, right?
No.
Okay.
No, that's the Monday Night Jam.
Okay.
The Monday Night Zoom. The Zoom Joke Around Jam.
Yeah, you've been breaking out into songs like all night.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, when the night is young and the days don't even know the words, and the morning
Not it.
is good to the sea.
Anyways, did you remember what you wanted to talk about?
No woman, no cry.
When we like edit this,
I'm all gonna cut this out there.
I know, but we're gonna laugh though. Like, I cannot wait until you hear yourself. You almost sounded sad.
Hey, mama said the way you move's gonna make you sweat, gonna make it groove. Hey, mama, the way you shake that thing, gonna make it sweat, gonna make you swing. Oh, 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 oh. You know what?
What?
What is it? What?
What is it that you wanted to talk about?
Did I say I wanted to talk about something?
Yes. You wanted to change the subject.
Oh, that was a long time ago now.
I know, and I'm like, hoping that there's a glimmer of hope here that you remembered.
No hope at all. No hope in hell.
Oh, okay.
No, but I was going to say something else, then you cut me off and I forgot again.
You need to start writing stuff down.
He slipped the ring off his finger as he walked in the room, and he found him some stranger and promised her the moon. And how many lives you must have told? Say you're a rich man with your pocket full of gold. Boom, 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 boom. Go ahead. Next verse.
I don't know.
And for another man's treasure, you say anything. But really, you know what? At the end of the day, I enjoy doing this podcast. I know I go crazy a little bit here and there, and I do all kinds of stuff, but there's some parts of me that some days are more serious than others. And I just want to share, this is a good way for me to express like my joy, and because I'm not good at expressing a lot of my joy, and I'm learning, and I'm trying to be better at that in social settings, be more comfortable, But this is a way for me to let loose and do crazy stuff, say crazy things, and just have fun, really. So I hope that I really, really hope that I don't offend anyone at any time. I know I don't offend you, Paryse. I know we have a good time, and you know who I am. You know me well enough now.
Yeah.
But, I hope that I don't offend anybody by my sometimes all over the placeness and just wacky having fun, I also know when it's time to get serious, and when it's time to have a serious conversation too. So this is a place where I can release and just have fun, let loose. And I love making you laugh, because your laugh is viral. Your laugh is crazy. Don't you guys agree that Paryse's laugh is viral? See?
even even like the laugh that is at your expense.
Whatever. And even the snorts, all of it.
I don't think I've snorted.
Oh, you've snorted.
Not on the
Oh,
episode.
oh, you've snorted.
Oh. I've talked about it. I've been panicking.
Well, I'm going to find them.
No, you're not. You're gonna forget
I'll
about.
highlight them.
You're gonna forget about finding them 5 minutes after we're done this episode.
Most likely. Because, well, you know, there's a part of me that is in accordance with Willie Nelson. Especially when it comes to letting loose in podcasting. I don't know if I could podcast without a glass of wine if I drank wine. But I don't drink wine.
It'd be interesting.
But
We should like almost try it
no,
one
you
time.
could, not me. I don't drink, so.
No. I
But-
mean, like you not.
Oh,
You know?
being completely straight and sober? No, I'm not trying that. We could do it. We could do it. Like we could do it once. We could say, "All right, this is the episode that Marty is not gonna consume any, any marijuana, which is something that I consume."
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
And especially when we podcast, because I just enjoy it. I get to have a good time, laugh, but also sometimes, like I say, it can take you to places where you're creative or that you're thoughtful or, and it's not like I'm not doing PCP there and acid there. We're good, no? It's just weed, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be willing to do one episode completely sober.
Just to see, and if if it's too much, then just roll one.
It wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. No, it wouldn't be too much. I mean, I'm completely fine with. What I like about this is that it's just the release part of we always do this at this time of night, which is like 9, 10, 11. No, never 9. So 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night. It's currently 5 to 1. So we always do it at this time of night. So this is the release part of the night for me, where it's just like, okay, let loose. We're going to roll a couple joints. We're going to do a podcast for a couple hours. We're going to get into some interesting chats. Some other chats are going to go nowhere. Some chats are going to be a complete laughter and a bust. But hey, we're putting stuff out there for people to relate with two normal people, quote unquote. Holy fuck. The big motherfucking quotes on those, all right?
I was just about to say, talk for yourself. I ain't normal.
Well, I was going to whisper, I was going to be like, especially, one of us, big quotes,
And I always keep it real and keep you honest. So there's no friggin' way that I'm letting you say that you are normal.
I'm proud of you for kicking back to getting back on your focus, on your journey. Good for you. Keep it up. It's important.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I think that saying it out loud was almost a little bit difficult to admit, but I think I was ready. And I mean, we talk daily, and I don't think I've really opened up, not because like I didn't really have any reason, but like I was really disappointed, in myself, and I kind of hadn't found that focus yet. And yeah. But I appreciate
Reboot.
you being there.
Reboot and just stick to it. Stick to it now, and give yourself let's give ourselves goals. Let's give minor, small goals, little things. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the exact solution is. We haven't worked at a team as a team on as much on the health part because number one, we don't walk together, we don't exercise together, we barely see each other because of the phase that we've been in, orange
Mhm.
and now red. We keep it to one household bubble, but I am happy for you. It's not easy to face that and to starting a new plan or starting a new
Yeah.
phase in your mind. But like you say, it's all mindset, and I think that you've built that strength over the last year and a half.
Mm,
And with all the failures that you've had, you've built that strength over the years. Where you're at right now is where you deserve to be for the work that you've done. And now the next chapter is like, all right, I'm gonna myself too. They're like right now I feel it's crazy, man. It's a lot of it is in sort of in sync, but you know I feel like I'm losing weight right now, so I'm just being consistent.
yeah.
That's all, and I don't even want to talk about it. Like I don't even want to talk about it. I quit smoking. When did I quit smoking?
On January 6th.
January 6th.
Yeah.
It's been 20 days.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to be consistent, try to continue, and weed out a few other things, like, wean out, sorry, a few other things, and continue improving a little bit on my nutritious intake. I'd like to eat more green. So I want to
Mhm.
eat more salads. I want to eat more green salads, not Caesar salads. I want to eat more green salads. I need to incorporate at least 4 green salads in my diet this week. I'm going to the grocery tomorrow. But anyway, I don't want to rant on about everything about like an auctioneer there. But what I'm saying, long story short, is that I'm happy for you. And join the motherfucking club because that's where I'm at right now, too.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I need that I didn't, I guess, realize is I need to talk about it more. Like not maybe not every day there, but like I need to be more accountable or specific as to how my day's going because not being as specific and whether it's with you, but you call me out, so I feel like I need that. But because I haven't been so specific with you, you haven't been calling out my issues. And it took me too long to realize that I was even having issues because I think to me, I was being consistent, but I don't think I was. Well, obviously, I wasn't there, but
Mm, yeah.
sometimes you need someone else to see that things are different or that you're not as focused or, you know?
It's weird, and I never know how to approach something like that because you don't want to hurt somebody or you don't want to. No, no, well, you never know. And I went light with you. I did.
I know.
I know. I think you or no. I know you think that at times or a couple times I was a little hard on you, but I wasn't because I literally first the two things. First of all, two things, simple. First of all, who am I to talk about that? So I put myself in the position of saying, who am I to talk about this to you when I'm fighting the same fight right now and I'm not like fucking God's gift to the process, right?
Hmm.
So that was number one. So that was it's important. That's a respect thing. And then the number two is that I definitely don't want to, what was I saying?
one of the 2 reasons why you didn't go too hard on me.
Well, the second reason I would say is because I don't. This is finding reasons now. Finding reasons with Marty B.
Because you forgot them already.
Because you forgot 2 reasons. Sorry, what? Did you say 10 reasons? You forgot that? Wow, that's a lot. No, sir. No. We didn't say 10 reasons, sir. We say he forgot 2 reasons, sir. Oh, what a fucking dickwad. What an idiot. Yes, we concur.
In your defense, you got the first one. You just forgot the second one.
It's easy to feel pity for ourselves because that's what we've done most of our life.
Yeah.
To make up for all the binges and to make up for the times that I chose not to go out because I wasn't comfortable with my weight or I was anxious. I had anxiety, and so then I would stay home. And what would I do? What do you think I did?
You ate.
I binge ate. And I binge ate. I ordered pizza or I made myself my special dip with cheese whiz and mayonnaise and
some spices.
Yeah. So, it's easy to feel pity for yourself. It's hard to make it a lifestyle. It's hard to be consistent. It's hard to have the mindset. But once you dial it in, the important thing is to maintain it, to maintain the flow. Break the flow. No. Maintain the flow. Go.
I can't even. Why would you use the word flow? Why? Of all words.
I thought it was good. Well, no,
Yeah.
no. Wait. I didn't think it was good. No, at all. I thought it was good for the corniness that I wanted to lay down.
Okay.
Maintain the flow. Or break the flow. No. Maintain the flow. Go. It's the cycle of life. The cycle of life.
All right. The cycle, all right.
The flow cycle. Oh, shit. Well, at least we're laughing.
Yes, we are.
At least we're having fun. And you know what? It feels good. Feels good to laugh. Try to do it, guys. Try to let loose a little bit, with whether it be with your friends or listening to some comedy or listening to us. Or sending us some funny comments or emails, anything. Get in touch. We're here.
Please send us an email at
Start again. It wasn't good enough.
Oh my gosh. Thank goodness we're at the end. See, so you don't pick on me, it's not balanced. Like you do a little bit of picking every episode, but maybe you need to spread it out more.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll think about it. So I think it's your cue to wrap the show.
Yeah, I've been
talk
trying,
about social medias.
But I haven't been good enough. I need to work on my closing skills. Apparently.
A couple more years, you'll be good. Just keep at it.
Okay, all right. But as Marty was saying, we are here. Please send us an email at overthinkinganxious@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, And we also have a TikTok, Overthinking and Anxious.
We also have a YouTube channel, Overthinking and Anxious, and we got some cool things coming for YouTube soon. So make sure to just subscribe for now. And every podcast is posted there anyways in an audio format on YouTube. So come see us there. Subscribe. And we're on mostly all podcast platforms. So starting with Anchor, which is our podcast platform that we use to send this out to you guys. And then we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts, and a bunch more. A few others. I should probably know these.
Yeah. We need to leave a burp in one of the episodes at one point in time. That's like most of our editing time.
Distribution status. Okay. We share the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public. You can find us just about anywhere. And please subscribe, and we're hoping to keep growing our audience. So please share with your friends, your groups, and if you enjoy our show, we're just two friends having a good time, and we talk a lot, like you can see right now.
Yeah, sometimes it's more one-sided, but you guys can hear that. So
why don't you send us off, Paryse?
I never do this part.
I'll just say, hey, fucking, we love you, man. Thank you. Take care. Peace. And if you got a little bit of love to give, a little bit of love to spare, a little bit of good intentions, share with somebody in your close family, somebody in your community, a stranger. Share it over the internet, a good thought, a good energy, anything, any gesture that can uplift somebody's day. I encourage you to do that. I try to do it on a daily basis, whether it be on social medias or in person with Paryse. Paryse gets a lot of that from me.
Oh yeah, especially on this episode. Lots of love.
Lots of love. Much love. That's the way I am. That's the way I show my love. And hey, shout out to you guys. Keep your head up. Take care. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.